Hello, I'm Jess, and welcome back to Everyday Magic. I am here to bring a channeled message through for you today. So I want to just invite you, if you're not driving, and it's safe to do so, to just go ahead and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths with me. And one more, just allowing yourself to open up to whatever messages are here for you. Calling in only our helping and compassionate spirits with whatever message you need to hear today. Trusting the power of your own intuition as you interpret this message for yourself. And again, remembering that we are all divinely connected to one another, to the cosmos, to the earth, to the plants and animals. And we all communicate through that connection, and we are all supporting one another. So whatever you need to hear, however this message resonates with you, it is not by accident. It's up to you to trust it. So I'm really getting this message of slow down. You're maybe been really caught up on, I'm getting this vision of a hamster wheel where you're just going, and the message is slow down and reconnect. You can't find the answers that you're looking for when there is so much noise from the mind, and the answers that you seek are within. The answers that you seek, you will find when you connect to spirit within. But this takes stillness. This takes slowing down. This takes trusting and even allowing yourself to do that, because maybe some of you, don't give yourself permission to slow down. Again, we live in a very fast-paced modern world where we have been taught that we need to do and produce more and achieve more and do all of the things. But I have a sense that you are really longing for greater fulfillment, greater peace and ease, greater connection I'm feeling in my heart. And because I'm feeling that in my heart, it's more, yes, maybe a connection with one another, but even more powerful is the connection to spirit within you. This is the time to go within. This is the time to, I'm getting question everything that you once believed to be true. And I'm hearing the ways in which you thought maybe you needed to do something, beliefs that you had, stories that you had, almost like the ways of the world. Is it serving you? Has it served you? Are you being called, invited to try something new? That's a big one. It's do you feel kind of a longing or a calling to do something different? Almost to go against the grain, to get outside of the box and do things your way. And I'm hearing that when you give yourself permission to do that, to do things your way, to trust yourself, to trust those longings and callings and nudges on your own heart, that then you give others permission to do the same. I'm hearing that is what will change the world for the greater good of us all. And really, it's like, no, it's actually all in support of our greatest good, even in the times that seem challenging and tough. It's in the greater good of all of us. Let me just tap back in. Seeing like a book flipping, but there's not words on the page. It's like I'm hearing like write your own story. Maybe that resonates with you. Maybe it's like it's time, kind of again, like to do it your way, to write your own story. What is the story you want to tell? And it's not, I'm hearing living the story. It's not just telling the story, but it's living that story, right? So it's almost like when you look back on your life, what is the story of your life that you want to tell, right? What did you want to experience? But actually do it, okay? Don't just think about it or wish or dream about it. Yes, dreaming is a beautiful way to bring things into our life through dreams and visions. I'm even hearing like dream even bigger, but not through doing. Okay, let me get clear on that, because that dream even bigger. It's almost like you don't have to force it to happen, but hold the bigger vision of what you want, because sometimes we're thinking too small. And I think in like the not doing so much, it's like I'm hearing you don't have to act on it. I don't know, that doesn't totally make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you. How I want to interpret that is you can allow it to happen, you can allow it to unfold, you can simply just enjoy the process of that. You don't have to like force it and make it happen, but holding that bigger dream, that bigger vision, and then choosing to show up as if you have lived that story, right? As if that is the story you have created, because of course your thoughts are your most powerful tool and gift. And I'm hearing like, yes, and get the heart on board too. So it's like not just trying to think and figure something out from the mind, from the thinking mind. It's like dropping into your heart and allowing that to really guide you. And then when you have the mind-heart connection, you can move forward from that place of alignment, in a place that feels really good for you, in a place that feels effortless, because it's like it simply just feels so good that it doesn't even feel like trying, if that makes sense. Like it's feel like the journey feels so good and fun and pleasurable that it then feels easy. It then feels effortless. So maybe reflecting for you, what is it that you're really longing for? What is it that is on your heart right now? Is your mind on board? Or is there a fear there? Is there something in the mind that is keeping you from saying yes to doing and taking action on that thing on your heart? And if so, that's okay, right? It's totally normal to feel scared. It's totally normal for the mind to kind of take over and want to keep us safe. And in keeping us safe, it creates stories about why we shouldn't do something, right? This could sound like, why would you do that? It's not going to work out. That's like a dumb idea because, it's going to fail. Like I'm just kind of trying to say things that are coming up for me. What are people going to think about that? This is never going to work, right? And I'm also witnessing myself, right? These things are clearly coming through me, for me as well. Okay? So then just questioning that. Is that true? Or is this simply the mind's way of keeping me safe by keeping me from taking action? And if that is the case, questioning how is that working out for you, right? Oftentimes we're so afraid to take action on something we really feel called to do, but in not taking action, it leaves a hole. It leaves like this deep longing, this lack of fulfillment, because it's like our soul knows that this is what we're here for. This is what we are meant to do. It doesn't mean that we have this one singular purpose. It just means in this moment, in this season, in this day, I don't know, doing that thing, saying yes to that thing, and trusting that you wouldn't be nudged in that direction if you weren't meant to be. Trusting that it is going to work out however it's meant to, it's going to unfold however it's meant to, right? Even if that means that it puts you on a new path that gets you on a more aligned path, right? Maybe it puts you on a path that causes you to do a major pivot, but that's exactly what you're meant to do. So just trusting, following those nudges. That idea, that sentiment, that deep knowing has been with me like all year long. It's just following the nudges. I might have even mentioned this in yesterday's video because it's just so loud right now. Not trying to make sense of it. All right, let me just connect again and see if there's any final thoughts that want to come through. I'm hearing I love you, right? Maybe that's your, I don't know, inner child, your soul, that part of you that is bigger than the human self, right? Bigger than the human ego, just reminding you that you're going to be okay. I'm with you. I love you, right? It's even like love yourself a little bit more. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I feel like some heaviness on my heart with that. So feel in for you. Maybe that is bringing up some sadness for you. And just let it be there, right? When we feel the emotions that are coming up for us and we really allow ourselves to feel them exactly as they are, without judging them, without trying to make them go away, without simply wanting to feel better in this moment, when you really allow yourself to feel it, you heal that part of yourself. You release that emotion that is keeping you from more joy and more happiness and more peace and more love. You've got this. Don't take everything so seriously. I want to remind you that part of your purpose is not just growth and evolution through healing and, inner work. It's also through joy. Part of your purpose is to simply have fun. Part of your purpose is to experience the fullness of this human experience that you are having. So what can you do today that gives you a little bit more permission to have some fun, even in the smallest way? Maybe it's just not allowing yourself to get wrapped up, right, in the noise, right? We kind of are on this like physical hamster wheel, but we're also on a mental hamster wheel. So letting both of those go, or maybe just slowing it down a little bit if you're not fully ready to jump off, okay? But trusting that there is something beautiful waiting for you on the other side. You have a bigger mission. It's time to trust it. And I think I'll end with that. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this resonated with you in whatever way that you needed to hear it today, or whatever day you listen to this. Maybe you come back maybe you saved it and now it's really sinking in for you. So I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining me.